Numbers 2. The arrangement of the tribal campers. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, the Israelites are to camper around the tent of meeting, some distance from it, each of them under their standard and holding the banners of their family. On the east, toward the sunrise, the divisions of the camper of the Judah are to encamper under their standard. The leader of the people of Judah is Nathan, son of Amminadab. His division number is 74,600. The tribe of Issachar will camp next to them. The leader of the people of Issachar is Nathaniel, son of Zor. His division numbers 54,400. The tribe of Zebulun will be next. The leader of the people of Zebulun is Eliab, son of Helon. His division numbers 57,400. All the men assigned to the camp of the Judah according to their divisions number 186,400. They will set out first. On the south will be the divisions of the camper of Reuben under their standard. The leader of the people of Reuben is Eleazar, son of Sheda. His division numbers 46,500. The tribe of Simeon will camp next to them. The leader of the people of Simeon is Silomiah, son of Surishadda. His division numbers 59,300. The tribe of Gad will be next. The leader of the people of Gad is Elisaph, son of Dew. His division numbers 45,650. All the men assigned to the camp of Reuben, according to their divisions, number 151,450. They will set out second. Then the tent of meeting and the camp of the Levites will set out in the middle of the campers. They will set out in the same order as their camper, each in their own place under their standard. On the west will be the divisions of the camper of Ephraim under their standard. The leader of the people of Ephraim is Elisama, son of Ammihud. His division numbers 4,500. The tribe of Manasseh will be next to them. The leader of the people of Manasseh is Gamaliel, son of Padazu. His division numbers 32,200. The tribe of Benjamin will be next. The leader of the people of Benjamin is Abidan, son of Jadani. His division numbers 35,400. All the men assigned to the camp of Ephraim, according to their divisions, number 108,000. 108,100. They will set out third. On the north will be the divisions of the camp of Dan under their standard. The leader of the people of Dan is Aziz, son of Ammishaddai. His division numbers 62,700. The tribe of Asher will camp next to them. The leader of the people of Asher is 41,500. The tribe of Naphtali will be next. The leader of the people of Naphtali is Asher, son of Enan. His division numbers 53,400. All the men assigned to the camp of Dan number 157,600. They will set out last under their standards. These are the Israelites, counted according to their families. All the men in the campus by their divisions, number 3,550. The Levites, however, were not counted along with the other Israelites, as the Lord commanded Moses. So the Israelites did everything the Lord commanded Moses. That is the way they encamped under their standards, and that is the way they set out, each of them with their clan and family. The Levites. This is the count of family of Aaron and Moses at the time the Lord spoke to the Moses at Mount Sinai. The names of the sons Aaron were Nadab, the firstborn, and Abihu, Eliezer, and Yezama. Those were the names of Aaron's sons. The anointed priests who were ordained to serve as priests. Nadab and Abihu, however, died before the Lord when they made an offering with an Osiris fire before him in the desert of Sinai.
이거야. 소리 맞지?
吗？
그럼 시내.
我也起来。
小象医生 A 字的。
待会儿。
小象医生我的呢。等一下。
待会儿吧。The names of the sons of Aaron were Nadab, the firstborn, and Abihu, Eliezer, and Yezama. Those were the names of Aaron's sons, the anointed priests who were all ordained to serve as priests. Nadab and Abihu, however, died before the Lord when they made an offering with an Osiris the fire before him in the desert of Sinai. They had no sons, so Eliezer and Yezama served as priests during the lifetime.
去清楚我们就可以了吧？
你就清一下取件，然后就是输入这个号码就可以了。后门啊，后门那个衣柜，四号门，
就我们到那个高架旁边。
高架旁边后面。Offering with Osiris the fire before him in the desert of Sinai. They had no sons, so Eliezer and Yezama served as priests during the lifetime of their father Aaron. The Lord said to Moses, "Bring the tribe of Levi, and present them to Aaron the priest to assist him. They are to perform duties for him and for the whole community at the tent of meeting by doing the work of the tabernacle. They are to take care of all the furnishings of the tent of meeting, fulfilling the obligations of the Israelites by doing the work of the tabernacle. Give the Levites to Aaron and his sons. They are They are the Israelites who are to be given wholly to him. Appoint Aaron and his sons to serve as priests. Anyone else who approaches the sanctuary is to be put to death. The Lord also said to Moses, I have taken the Levites from among the Israelites in place of the first male offspring of every Israelite woman. The Levites are mine, for all the firstborn are mine. When I struck down all the firstborn in Egypt, I set apart for myself every firstborn in Israel, whether human or animal. They are to be mine. I am the Lord. The Lord said to Moses in the desert of Sinai, count the Levites by their families and clans. Count every male a month older or more. So Moses counted them as he was commanded by the word of the Lord. These were the names of the sons of Levi: Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. These were the names of the Gershonite clans, Libni and Simei. The Kohathite clans Amram, Yezar, Hebron, and Uziel. The Merarite clans Mahali and Musi. These were the Levite clans according to their families. To Gershon belonged the clans. To Jason belonged to the clans of the Lebanese and Semites. These were the Gershonite clans. The number of all the males a month older or more who were counted was 7,500. The Gershonite clans were to camp on the west behind the tabernacle. The leader of the families of the Gershonites was Elisaph, son of Leah. At the tent of meeting, the Gershonites were responsible for the car of the tabernacle and the tent, its coverings, the curtain at the entrance to the tent of meeting, the curtains of the courtyard, the curtain at the entrance to the courtyard surrounding the tabernacle and the altar, and the ropes and everything related to their use. The Kohath belonged the clans of the Amramites, Yazarites, Habaronites, and Uzelites. These were the Kohathite clans. The number of all the males a month older or more with 8,000 8,600. The Kohanites were responsible for the care of the sanctuary. The Kohathite clans were to camp on the south side of the tabernacle. The leader of the families of the Kohanites clans was Elisaph, son of Uziel. They were responsible for the care of the ark, the table, the lampstand, the altars, the articles of the sanctuary used in ministering, the everything related to their use. The chief leader of the Levites was Elisa, son of Aaron, the priest. He was appointed over those who were responsible for the care of the sanctuary. To Merari belonged the clans of the Mahalites and the Mershonites. These were the Merarite clans. The number of all the males amongst older or more who were counted with 600. 6,200. The leader of the families of the Mamerite clans was Zuriel, son of Abehul. They were to camp on the north side of the tabernacle. The Mamarites were appointed to take care of frames of the tabernacle, its crossbars, posts, bases, all its equipment, and everything related to their use, as well as the posts of the surrounding country yard with their bases, tent pegs, and ropes. Moses and Aaron and his sons were to camp to the east of the tabernacle, toward the sunrise in front of the tent of meeting. They were responsible for the care of the sanctuary on behalf of the Israelites. Anyone else who approached the sanctuary was to be put to death. The total number of Levites counted at the Lord's command by Moses and Aaron according to their clans, including every male a month older or more, was 22,000. The Lord said to Moses, "Count all the firstborn Israelite males who are a month old or more, and make a list of their names. Take the Levites for me in place of all the firstborn of the Israelites, and the livestock of the Levites in place of all the firstborn of the livestock of 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 the Israelites. I am the Lord." So Moses counted all the firstborn of the Israelites as the Lord commanded him. The total number of firstborn males a month old or more, listed by name, was 22,200, and 22,000 was 22,000 was 22,200 22,273. The Lord also said to Moses, "Take the Levites in place of all the firstborn of Israel, and the livestock of the Levites in place of their livestock. The Levites are to be mine. I am the Lord, to redeem the 273 firstborn Israelites who exceed the number of the Levites. Collect 5 shekels for each one, according to the sanctuary shekel, which weight 20 gerahs. Give the money for the redemption of the additional Israelites to Aaron and his sons." So Moses collected the redemption money from those who exceeded the number redeemed by the Levites. From the firstborn of the Israelites, he collected silver weighing 1,365 shekels, according to the sanctuary shekel. Moses gave the redemption money to Aaron and his sons, as he was commanded by the word of the Lord. The Kohathites, the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, take a census of the Kohathite branch of the Levites by their clans and families. Count all the men from 30 to 50 years of age who come to serve in the work at the tent of meeting. This is the work of the Kohathites at the tent of meeting. The care of most holy things when the camp is to move. Aaron and his sons are to go in and take down the shielding content and put it over to Ark of the Covenant law. Then they were to cover the curtain with durable leather. Spread a cloth of solid blue over that and put the polish in place. Over the table of the presents, they are to spread a blue cloth and put on it the plated dishes and bowls and the jars for drink offerings. The bread that is continually there is to remain on it. They are to spread a scarlet cloth over that with the durable leather and put the polish in place. They are to take blue cloth and cover the lampstand that is for light, together with its lamps, its wicker tremors and trays, and all its jars for the olive oil used to supply it. Then they are to wipe it and all its ex- excess accessories in a covering of the durable leather and put it on a curving frame. Over the gold altar, they are to spread a blue cloth and cover that with the durable leather and put the polish in place. They are to take all the articles used for ministering in the sanctuary, wrap them in the blue cloth, cover that with the durable leather and put them on the carry frame. They are to remove the ashes from the bronze altar and spread a purple cloth over it. Then they are to place on it all the utensils used for ministering at the altar, including the fire pans, meat forks, shovels, and sprinkling boils. Over it, they are to spread a covering of the durable leather and put the polish in place. After Aaron and his sons have finished covering the holy finishings and all the holy articles, and when the camper is ready to move, only then are the Kohazites to come and do the carrying, but they must not touch the holy things, or they will die. The Kohazites are to carry those things that are in the tent of meeting. Eleazar, son of Aaron, the priest, is to have charge of the oil for the light, the fragrant incense, the regular grain offering, and the anointing oil. He is to be in charge of the entire tabernacle and everything in it, including its holy furnishings and articles. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, see that the Kohathite tribal clans are not destroyed from among the Levites, so that they may live and not die when they can come near the most holy things. Do this for them. Aaron and his sons are to go into the sanctuary and assign to each man his worker and what he is to carry. But the Kohathites must not go in to look at the holy things, even for a moment, for or they will die. The Gibeonites, the Lord said to Moses, take a census also of the Gibeonites by their families and clans. Count all the men from 30 and 50 years of age who come to serve in the work at the tent of meeting. This is the service of the Gibeonite clans in their carrying and their other work. They are to carry the the cushions of the tabernacle, that is the tent of meeting, its covering and its outer covering of durable leather, the cushions for the entrance to the tent of meeting, the cushions of the country yard surrounding the tabernacle and the altar, the cushion for the entrance to the courtyard, the ropes and all the equipment used in the service of the tent. The Egyptians are to do all that needs to be done with their things, all their service, whether carrying or doing other work is to be done under the direction of Aaron and his sons. You shall assign to them as their responsibility all they are to carry. This is the service of the Jesuit clients at the tent of meeting. Their duties are to be under the direction of Eleazar, son of Aaron, the priest. The Marerites count the Marerites by their clients and families. Count all the men from 30 to 50 years of age who come to serve in the work at the tent of meeting. As part of all their service at the tent, they are to carry the frames of the tabernacle, its crossbars, posts, and bases, as well as the posts of the surrounding courtyard with their bases, tent peggers, ropes, all the equipment, and everything related to their use. Assigned to each man the specify specific things he is to carry. This is to serve if the merit clients as they worked at the tent of meeting and the direction of Zamar, son of Aaron, the priest. 来了，抓吧。香山嘞，我也要到。 The number of the Levite clients, Moses, Aaron, and the leaders of the community counted the Kohathites by their clans and families. All the men from 30 to 50 years of age who came to serve in the work at the tent of meeting, counted by clans, were 2,450. This was the total of all those in the Kohathite clans who served at the tent of meeting. Moses and Aaron counted them according to the Lord's command through Moses. The Gershonites were counted by their clans and families. All the men from 30 to 50 years of age who came to serve in the work at the tent of meeting, counted by their clients and families, were 2,630. This was the total of those in the Gershonite clans who served at the tent of meeting. Moses and Aaron counted them according to the Lord's command. The Merarites were counted by their clans and families. All the men from 30 to 50 years of age who came to serve in the work at the tent of meeting, counted by their clans, were 3,200. Um, this was the total of those in the Merarite clans. Moses and Aaron counted them according to the Lord's command through Moses. So Moses, Aaron, and the leaders of Israel counted all the Levites by their clans and families. All the men from 30 to 30 years of age who came to do the work of serving and carrying the tent of meeting number uh, 8,580. At the Lord's command through Moses, each was assigned his work and told what to carry. Thus, they were counted as the Lord commanded Moses. The purity of the camper. The Lord said to Moses, command of the Israelites to send away from the camper anyone who has defeating skin disease or discharge of any kind, or who is ceremonially unclean because of a dead body. Send away male and female alike, send them outside the camper, so they will not defile their camper, where I dwell among them. The Israelites did so. They sent them outside the camper. They did just as the Lord had instructed Moses. Resist Restitution for wrongs. The Lord said to Moses, say to the Israelites, any man or woman who wrongs another in any way, and so is unfaithful to the Lord, is guilty, and must confess the sin they have committed. They must make a full restitution for the wrong they have done. Uh, at a fifth of at a fifth of the value to it, and give it all to the person they have wrong. But if that person has no close relative to whom restitution can be made for the wrong, the restitution belongs to the Lord and must be given to the priests along with the rain with which atonement is made for the wrongdoer. All the sacred contributions the Israelites bring to a priest will belong to him. Sacred things belong to their own owners. But what they give to the priest will belong to the priest. The test for an unfaithful wife. Then the Lord said to Moses, speak to the Israelites and say to them, if a man wife goes astray and is unfaithful to him, so that another man has sexual relations with her, and this is hidden from her husband, and her impurity is undetected, since there is no witness against her, and she has not been caught in the act. And if feelings of jealousy come over her husband, and he suspects his wife, and she is impure, if he is jealous and suspects her, even though he is not impure, then he is take his wife to the priest. He must also take an offering to the tenth of an ephah of barley follow on her behalf. He must not pour olive oil on it or put incense on it, because it is a grain offering for jealous, a reminder offering to draw attention to wrongdoing. The priest shall bring her and have her stand before the Lord. Then he shall take some holy water in the clay jar and put some dust from the tabernacle follow into the water. After the priest has had the woman stand before the Lord, he shall loosen her hair and place in her hands the reminder offering, the grain offering for jealousy, where he himself holds the bitter water that brings a curse. Then the priest shall put the woman under oath and say to her, if no other man has had sexual relations with you, and you have not gone astray and become impure while married to your husband, may this bitter water that brings a curse not harm you. But if you have gone astray while married to your husband, and you have made yourself impure by having sexual relations with a man other than your husband,
我吹过了，
here the priest
可以吹吧，
吹出。
吹出可以吧？
But if you have gone astray while married to your husband, and you have made yourself impure by having sexual relations with a man other than your husband, here the priest is to put the woman under his curse. May the Lord curse you to become a curse among you, your people, when he makes your womb miserable, and his abdomen swell. May this water that brings a curse enter your body, so that your abdomen swell or your womb miscarries. Then the woman is to say, Amen, so be it. The priest is to write these curses on a scroll and then wash them off into the bitter water. He shall make the woman drink the bitter water that brings the curse, and this water that brings the curse and the curse's bitter suffering will enter her. The priest is to take from her hands the grain offering for jealousy, wave it before the Lord, and bring it to the altar. The priest is then to take a handful of grain offering as a memorial offering and burn it on the altar. After that, he is to have the woman drink the water. If she has made herself impure and being unfaithful to her husband, this will be the result when she is made to drink the water that brings a curse and curses bitter suffering. It will enter her abdomen will swell, and her womb will miscarry, and she will become a curse. If, however, the woman has not made herself impure, but he is clean, she will be cleared of guilty and will be able to have children. This then is a law of jealousy. When a woman goes ashtray and makes herself impure while married to her husband, or when feeling of jealousy come over a man because he suspects his wife, the priest is to have her stand before the Lord and is to apply this entire law to her. The husband will be innocent of all or of any wrongdoing, but the woman will bear the consequences of her sin. The Nazarite. The Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and say to them, if a man or woman wants to make the special vow, a vow of dedication to the Lord as Nazareth, they must abstain from the wine and other fermented drink and must not drink vinegar made from wine or other fermented drink. They must not drink. Grape juice or eat grapes. Or eat or They must not drink grape juice or eat grapes or raisins. As long as they remain under their Nazarene vow, they must not eat anything that comes from the grapevine, not even the seeds or skins. During the entire period of their Nazarene vow, or rather may be used on their head. They must be holy until the period of their dedication to the Lord is over. They must let their hair grow long throughout the period of their dedication to the Lord. The Nazarite must not go near a dead body, even if their own father or mother or brother or sister dies. They must not make themselves ceremonially unclean on account of them, because the symbol of their dedication to God is on their head. Throughout the period of their dedication, they are consecrated to the Lord. If someone dies suddenly in the Nazareth's presence, thus defilling the hair that symbolizes their dedication. They must shave their head on the seventh day, the day of their cleansing. Then on the eighth day, they must bring two doves or two young pigeons to the priest at the entrance to the tent of meeting. The priest is to offer one as a sin offering, and the other as a burnt offering to make an atonement for the Nazarite, because they sinned by being in the presence of the dead body. That same day, they are to consecrate their head again. They must rededicate themselves to the Lord for the same period of the dedication and must bring a year-old male lamb as a guilty offering. The previous days do not count because they became defiled during their period of dedication. Now, this is the law of the Nazareth. When the period of their dedication is over, they are to be brought to the entrance to the tent of meeting. They are to present their offerings to the Lord: a year-old male lamb without defect for a burnt offering, a year-old lamb without defect for a sin offering, a ram without defect for a fellowship offering, forgive together with their grain offering and drink offerings, and a basket of bread made with the finest flour and without yeast, without yeast, think loaves with olive oil mixed in, and thin loaves brushed with olive oil. The priest is to present all this before the Lord and make the sin offering and the burnt offering. He is to present the basket of unleavened bread and is to sacrifice the grain as a fellowship offering to the Lord, together with its grain offering and the drink offering. Then at the entrance to the tent of meeting, the Nazarite must shave off the hair that symbolizes their dedication. They are to take the hair and put it in the fire that is under the sacrifice of the fellowship offering. After the Nazarite has shaved off the hair that symbolizes their dedication, the priest is to place in their hands a boiled shoulder of the ram and one thick loaf and one thin loaf from the basket, both made without yeast. The priest shall then wave this before the Lord as a wave offering. They are holy and belong to priest, together with the breast that was waved and the thief that was presented. After that, the Nazarite may drink wine. This is the law of the Nazarite who was offering to the Lord in accordance with their dedication. In addition to whatever else they can offer, they can afford, they must fulfill the vows they have made according to the law of the Nazarite. The priestly blessing. The Lord said to Moses, "Tell Aaron and his sons, this is how you are to bless the Israelites. Say to them, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you, and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. So they will put my name on the Israelites, and I will bless them."